Our brain is the most complex organ in the known universe. It runs our thoughts, our emotions, our memories, and even the automatic processes that keep us alive, all at the same time. In this video, we'll break the brain down into 5 essential systems: the cortex, the limbic system, the brainstem, the cerebellum, and the key neurotransmitters that let these systems communicate. Understanding these fundamentals gives you a clear map of how your mind works, and why you think, feel, and act the way you do. Let's begin. The cortex is the outer layer of your brain, a thin sheet of neural tissue with billions of cells. It's responsible for what we usually call thinking, logic, planning, language, and conscious awareness. Key functions: prefrontal cortex, decision-making, planning, self-control. Motor cortex, voluntary movement. Sensory cortex, processing touch, vision, sound association. Areas: integrating information, creativity, problem-solving. When you analyze a problem, reflect on your emotions, learn a new skill, or focus on a goal, your cortex is doing the heavy lifting. The cortex is also incredibly energy-hungry. Even at rest, thinking consumes roughly 20% of your body's energy, despite making up only 2% of your weight. This thinking layer is what allowed humans to develop language, science, and culture, and it's what gives you the ability to shape your future. Sitting beneath the cortex is the limbic system, the emotional and motivational center of the brain. It handles emotion, memory, reward, and threat detection. Main structures: amygdala, fear, emotional intensity, threat detection, hippocampus, memory formation, context, navigation, hypothalamus, hunger, sleep, hormones, stress response, nucleus accumbens, motivation and reward. The limbic system reacts much faster than the cortex. It evolved to keep us alive. If something looks dangerous, the amygdala jumps into action long before you think about it. This is why emotions can feel powerful and immediate. They originate in a system built for speed, not nuance. Your cortex can later reinterpret the situation, but the limbic system fires first. Understanding this dynamic explains why we sometimes regret emotional reactions, or why certain memories carry strong emotional weight. The brainstem is the oldest part of your brain in evolutionary terms. It controls automatic functions necessary for survival: breathing, heart rate, blood pressure, sleep-wake cycles, basic reflexes. It acts as a highway between the brain and the body, ensuring that essential processes continue even when you're unconscious. When people say the brain has a survival mode, this is where it originates. Under extreme stress, higher cognitive functions can temporarily shut down, letting the brainstem and limbic system take over, a state known as fight, flight, or freeze. This ancient system keeps you alive, but it's not designed for modern stressors like emails or deadlines, which is one reason chronic stress can feel overwhelming. The cerebellum, located at the back of the brain, is small but incredibly powerful. It contains more neurons than the rest of the brain combined. Its main roles: fine-tuning movement, balance, coordination, timing, motor learning. Every time you learn a physical skill, typing, playing an instrument, sports, the cerebellum builds optimized movement programs. But the cerebellum does more than movement. New research shows it also supports attention, planning, and multitasking by predicting outcomes and reducing cognitive noise. If the cortex is the thinker, the cerebellum is the silent engineer that makes everything efficient. All these systems communicate through neurotransmitters, chemical signals that move between neurons. Here are the 4 essentials: dopamine, motivation and reward, often misunderstood as the pleasure chemical. Dopamine is really about motivation, goal pursuit, reinforcement, learning what's worth repeating. A spike of dopamine tells the brain, do this again. It matters. Too little can lead to low motivation and difficulty focusing. Too much in the wrong circuits can contribute to impulsivity or addiction. Serotonin, mood and stability. Serotonin helps regulate mood, sleep, appetite, emotional balance. It's associated with feelings of well-being and resilience. When serotonin systems are dysregulated, mood disorders like depression can occur. GABA, calm and inhibition. GABA is the brain's primary calming neurotransmitter. It reduces excess activity and helps you relax, sleep, and stay focused. Low GABA activity is linked to anxiety, overstimulation, and racing thoughts. Norepinephrine, alertness and energy. Think of norepinephrine as the brain's wake-up signal. It increases alertness, energy, readiness to respond, focus under pressure. It works closely with the fight-or-flight system. helpful in danger but draining under long-term stress. Together, these neurotransmitters act as the communication system that keeps all brain regions synchronized. If any of them fall out of balance, thinking, mood, motivation, and physical sensations can all shift. Your brain is not one single machine, it's a network of specialized systems working together. The cortex helps you think, the limbic system helps you feel, the brainstem keeps you alive, the cerebellum keeps everything smooth and coordinated, and neurotransmitters allow all of these layers to communicate. Understanding these foundations gives you a clearer picture of your own mind, and it's the first step toward improving your mental health and daily functioning. If you want more psychology basics videos like this one, subscribe for clear and science-based explanations.